Yeah, it's your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Super grateful to be here with you guys. As always, this is a different time slot for us, is it not? Normally, we kick it sometime in the afternoon. We always talk sometime 12 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, sometimes, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's typically our window, right? But it's a late night edition. As of right now, I understand on the East Coast, 9:19 a.m. or p.m., excuse me. See, I'm still living in the past. 9:19 p.m. I get it. Different time slot. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, Tone, I got to get up in the morning. I got to put the kids, I got to put the kids to bed. Come on, Tone. Right now, I'm eating my late night snack. I'm getting my late night workout in. Tone, come on, man. But listen, the content gonna keep flowing no matter what time of day. Now, obviously, life hits you. My schedule has changed. Some of my responsibilities and my obligations have changed, but guess what? The content will never change. The grind will never stop. The content is flowing like cement, like concrete. We building houses. We building the foundation here. And I appreciate y'all being here. I don't take that for granted, man. Before we get too deep into the content, you know how we give it up here at Chalk It Up Sports. Smash that like button. I need that. I need that. I want that. Smash that like button. That really helps the content grow. That really helps the algorithms on YouTube do me a lot of favors. It helps new people find the content. It helps the live chat get on and popping. So make sure you guys smash that like button, man. Again, I know this is a big change, and we got to give some people some time to funnel in. Best believe that. I understand it's a change for you guys, and some of you guys got that notification bell on, and you saw that thing come across your phone. Like, wait, what? Tone? Huh? Tone? Not 9:20 p.m. 8:21 p.m. Central Time. 7:21 Mountain Time. 6:21 Western Time. And for my people in Hawaii, y'all getting me on the drive home from work. So overall, man, make sure y'all smash that like button. I really appreciate all the love no matter what. Make sure you guys also are subscribed to the channel, especially if you like the vibes, if you like the energy, if you like how we're carrying it. And last, but certainly not least, please make sure you guys hit that notification bell. Like I mentioned, the notification bell is like that homing pigeon, right? It's like that carrier pigeon that comes to your door in an instant. You hit that notification bell, it'll let you know when the content is flowing. And make sure you guys are a part of the journey. Super grateful to you out, super grateful to you guys, right? So let's do some quick shout outs real quick before we get too deep. David Mac Perez was good, my man. Bo 1990, Jason 18, Jadis Young, my young boy, Jinx Wolf, Eagle Slayer. Thank you guys so much for being here. Will Benacor, Brian Grant. Thank y'all for being here. See, you know what's funny about the time slot? I know, I get it. I know. Fitness Warrior, I know. Listen, bear with me. Schedule change. I'm still trying to iron it out. I'm still getting used to this thing. Please stick with me. Stick with me. I promise you. Just stick with me. I'm going to try to get the shows up a little earlier. I promise you. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make it my main priority. Best believe that. But I appreciate y'all for being here, first and foremost. So let's not waste our time. I know it's 9:23 on the East Coast. I know some of y'all got to get up in the morning. I get that. I get it. So let's not waste our time. Let's get right into it. I don't know how long we're going to be live tonight. It may be an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know, but we're going to go with the vibes. We're going to go with the energy. That's what we're going to do here. So shout out to my man, S. Blunt, Brian Grant, Fitness Warrior, Little G Griffith. Let's get into it. So the owners' meetings are going on right now as we speak in Florida. The NFL owners' meetings. Jeffrey Luries spoke, the owner. Nick Sirianni spoke. You feel what I'm saying? This is our first time hearing from Jeffrey Luries since the epic, and I mean epic, collapse of the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2023-2024 NFL season. Nick Sirianni's third year as the head coach, entering his fourth year as the Philadelphia Eagles head coach. So Jeffrey Lurie had a lot to say. A lot to say. Now, you take from it what you will. But what we're going to do here this evening is we're going to go through the transcripts. We're going to go through the receipts together, right? You see, my wife has a habit of keeping receipts all over the house. I'm always like, damn, why do we got all these receipts? What's the issue? What's the damage? You got the receipt, you read it, you know what it is, get rid of it. She says, nah, I need to know what I did, when I did, and how I did it. And why I did it. And how much of it that I did. You feel what I'm saying? You see, receipts are important. Receipts are important, and that's why we're going to go through the Philadelphia Eagles press conference transcripts, especially Jeffrey Luries. Fitness warrior, that's another thing too. Tax season, every cent counts. You're a business, yeah, listen, you know. But again, the receipts are important, and that's why the transcript is important. And that's what we're going to do for most of this evening. We're going to go through this Jeffrey Lurie, the Eagles owner's transcript, and we're going to figure out what he's thinking. And we're going to try to break down and try to milk this for what it's worth, okay? This transcript has been provided by way of the Philadelphia Eagles website, okay? So we're going to do this together, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to have some fun in the process. Because this is where you find out, again, what's on your owner's mind, what's the priorities, how is he thinking, how is he viewing his head coach, the GM, the quarterback, the overall situation. It's important. So let's get right into it. All right, now, follow me here, you guys. Obviously, I can't play the press conference itself because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. YouTube is no fun, right? As a matter of fact, it's not even really a YouTube thing. It's the fact that these companies own the rights to their content, and they want to make sure no one else can tell the story. So we're going to find a way to get this thing popping on our own. So here we go. Jeffrey Lurie, a transcript of Jeffrey Lurie's State of the Eagles address at the annual league meeting, March 26, 2024, 5:30 p.m. Let's do it. So initially he came out addressing Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelce retiring. Very big deal, obviously. And we know that's something that we don't want to overlook, but it is what it is. It is the past. We appreciate those guys for giving us tremendous years, tremendous effort, providing our city with a Super Bowl. Super grateful to those guys as always. We do not take that for granted, but that's not really the meat of the situation, right? Let's go down to, and look, I got to give these reporters credit. Again, if you're just joining the live stream, we are reading the transcript of Philadelphia Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie addressing the media for the first time since the epic collapse. Let's break it down. And here's what's important. I'm going to need you guys to chime in. And I'm going to need you guys to let me know, are we rocking or are we rolling? Are we vibing or is it bullshit? This is the type of time we on. This is the type of shit we on. This is the energy we on, y'all. We're gonna call it out how we see it. So your perspective is very important right now. Believe that. Absolutely. So let's take it one step at a time. The question was, what went into the process of deciding to retain or not Nick? How did you ultimately arrive at the decision to retain him? And then also going forward, what expectations do you have? They came out the game swinging. They came into the game swinging. So let's find out what we're working with. Real quick, we got 60 people in the live stream. We got 24 people on the YouTube side, 36 people on the Twitter side. Thank you guys so much for locking in. Again, I know this is a different time slot, but I beg you for your patience and your flexibility. if we're going to have to make this thing work here. So, what went into the process of deciding to retain Nick Sirianni? How did you ultimately arrive at the decision to retain him? And then also going forward, what expectations do you have? End question. Jeffrey Luries responds, right. We go through a very, very intensive process after every single season. Okay. This season was no different. Extremely disappointing ending to the season. The last 5-6 games, extremely disappointing to me. Very frustrating for all of us. He emphasized how disappointing it was, by the way, you guys. He was not pulling any punches about how disappointing it was. But what was more interesting about how he processed it, he says, but what we do is, and I insist on this, there's no recency bias, there's no latency bias, no bias. Take a very hard look at exactly what the entire season looked at, what the entire history has been over the last few years for our organization, for our team. And listen, I do a lot of listening. I ask a lot of questions. It doesn't matter how the even ends. It's the exact same, very rigid, I won't call it rigid, but sort of analytic process where you try to assess your strengths, your weaknesses, and what can we do a lot better. What do we have to look forward to the following year? Or what is the plan? And that goes for players. That goes for personnel. That goes for culture. It goes into everything. I do a lot of listening. I listen to players. I listen to coaches. I listen to our personnel people. And once one can assess and meet with Howie, with Nick, go through a lot of details and a lot of plans and a lot of philosophies, it was very easy to very, very encourage. It was very easy to very, very encourage where we were at and where we're going forward. It was extremely impressive meeting with Nick and Howie on our plans for both roster development and player development, execution, every aspect of coaching. So it was a very straightforward decision based on a very straightforward process. I don't get overly influenced by much. I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if I buy that. But listen, it's more he said. Shout out to my man Lorenzo. But again, to say he's not influenced by very much or overly influenced by much, I don't know if I buy that exactly. But apparently they claim that they went through a very strict process trying to deciding to bring Nick Sirianni back. A very extensive process. He also says, I do know that until we're hitting that streak of not playing well at the end of the year, we were 31-7 in the previous 38 regular season games. To say the least, that's exceptional. And that's starting with taking a team that has a 4-win season in our final year with Doug and taking it right into a playoff team right away, and then into the Super Bowl, and then into a 10-1 beginning of the past season. A very disappointing ending, but I don't take light in 31-7 in the National Football League. That's extraordinary. Okay, I don't like that you hit Doug with a stray shot. I don't like that they hit Doug with a straight shot. I'm not feeling that. Doug Peterson won you your first Super Bowl and you hit him with a straight shot. Not feeling that. Not feeling that whatsoever. So the ingredients that I've always seen with Nick are very obvious. The ability to connect, the ability to be authentic, blah, 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 blah. We get it. High football IQ, all the reasons that he was hired in the first place. So I don't mean to diminish that in the slightest because I live that and I care. So every element of why we were not able to be resilient as we expected goes into that analysis. And I think one of the things that we were able to do in the past is when there's been a tough stretch to be resilient. Kansas City and San Francisco, two teams that we competed against and do compete against, had rough stretches this season, really rough stretches. And yet they were able to come out of it in time for the playoffs. And that's, I would say, the falling of our team at this point. Okay, so we get it. We get it, right? So that's him addressing why he kept Nick Sirianni. Let me ask you guys this question while I have you. Was it the right decision or the wrong decision to keep Sirianni? I need to know what my Twitter people are talking about. I need to know what my YouTube people are talking about because here's my perspective here. The fact of the matter is, Nick Sirianni struggled to get his team back on track. Nick Sirianni struggled to lead his team out of the dark water, out of the deep water, I should say. He struggled flat out. So when I think about it from that perspective, how much faith does he have? Well, you brought him back, and based off everything you're saying, Jeffrey Lurie, your faith is at an all-time high. But again, I know this is all window dressing, and I understand this is something that he has to say, and the last thing he wants to do is undermine his head coach. I understand it. But at the same time, I look at Nick Sirianni as a guy who, by my estimation, is in a situation that isn't really stable. I don't think Nick Sirianni is in a stable position. I really don't. And this is me not trying to be negative. This is me just looking at how things went, how unprecedented that collapse was. I'm having a hard time really buying his faith in Nick Sirianni. Now, look, you invest all this in the roster. You go get Saquon Barkley. You bring back CJ, GJ, all that kind of stuff. You know, Bryce Huff, whatever. You made a lot of moves to fortify this roster. That tells me you want to win. That tells me that. Is Nick Sirianni the long-term answer? I don't know. Because here's my perspective. I thought if you were going to gut his entire staff like that, why keep him? If you were going to surround him, and if you notice, and we're going to get to more of this, you surrounded him with all these experienced individuals, more experienced than him, actually. And you want us to believe that your confidence in him is at an all-time high. Now, this is the part where it gets interesting. You guys. We're going to read on in the transcript because it gets more fascinating. Listen to this. Here's the question right here. Question. In that hard look that you took at Nick Sirianni, what was your evaluation of the process and the results for the defensive coordinator replacement this season? Jeffrey Luries says, I think it didn't work. I think one thing I give Nick a lot of credit for is in a profession where there's a lot of comfortability, Nick has never taken that approach. He takes what he thinks is in the best interest of the team, whether it was from turning over the play calling to Shane Steichen early on to feeling even at what were we 9-3, whatever our record was at the time, making a change in the defensive play calling in hopes we would be even better in the last part of the season. One of the things I respect Nick is one of the things I respect Nick about, or one of the things I respect about Nick, excuse me, wow, I can't read today. One of the things I respect about Nick is his ability to evaluate where we're at, where he's at, where he thinks the team needs. And he has very little ego to go in with that. I believe that. I actually do believe that part. I believe Nick Sirianni doesn't have an ego when it comes to doing what's right for the team. I actually believe that. Because I'm one to believe that I think he actually did give up play calling willingly. I think he realized I want to be here for the long haul. I want this to work. And I'm going to do everything possible to make this team play at a high level. And I think he realized pretty early that whatever he was asking Jalen to do, it wasn't clicking. So I actually do believe he doesn't have ego when it comes to doing what's right for the team. I actually genuinely believe that. Jeffrey Luries also says, and that's really important, I think in a leader, and that's really important, I think in a leader, I applaud the aggressiveness and the attempt. I would say in conclusion, it didn't work the way it was expected to work. So, again, I do agree with that. I do agree that Nick Sirianni doesn't have ego when it comes to his team. And I want to get to some of your comments real quick. Shane Hilton, my man, he says Lurie totally had a point. Every head coach he's hired has never called plays until they decided to when they got here, except Chip Kelly. So I get his logic. Interesting. Interesting, Shane. It's a good point. It's a very good point. There's precedent for it. There's a precedent for how the Philadelphia Eagles hire their head coaches. Good call, Shane. Very good call. Lorenzo Carson, my man, he says the fact that they are trying to sweep the collapse under a rug tells me they already plan to move on from Nick. When you say sweep the collapse under a rug, what do you mean, Lorenzo? Because I think he addressed the collapse itself pretty candidly. He said he was extremely disappointed. Extremely. He didn't mince words about it. So I guess I need clarity on what you mean by sweep it under the rug. Do you mean as if it didn't happen? But I will say this though, he's focusing a lot on that 10-1 start. If that's what you mean, Lorenzo. If that's what you mean. He's focusing a lot. He's speaking a lot about that 10-1 start. And he talked about the collapse at the beginning, and he touched on why he kept Nick Sirianni. He kept him because of the 31-7 record, he said, prior to the collapse. Who knows? Who knows? But I like where you're going, Lorenzo. You're forcing me to think here. Fitness Warrior says, if you ask any player in the NFL, the first thing they will say is that it's very hard to win in the NFL. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I'm not one of those people that just say, oh, you playing what's your team that's not that good? Oh, you're playing the Titans, or that's a layup. I'm not one of those people who looks at the NFL and says, oh, you're playing the Colts. Oh, that's a layup. Or, oh, you're playing the you're playing the Patriots. Oh, that's a layup. I don't look at any team in the NFL as a layup. I don't. I never have. I do not look at any team in the league as a layup. So having that record is definitely exceptional compared to the league. But yes, you're right. You're right. You're right, Fitness Warrior. In the end, say what you want about Nick Sirianni, and we all have our opinions. And y'all know I got mine. Y'all know I got my opinions about him. We never gonna pretend. Y'all know I got my opinions about that man. But the fact of the matter is, to go 31-7. That's what it was. 31-7. Yeah, 31-7. Up to that point, it's pretty impressive. All things considered. Thanks, Fitness Warrior. Darius Young says, I wanted him fired, but I guess he can't. I wanted him fired, but I guess he can get one more year only just because of the Super Bowl year. Look, man, they still didn't win it, but I feel you, though. I feel you 100%. He wins games. He wins games. They do a good job at making sure he has the pieces that he needs, and he wins games. He's going to even if we don't think he's one of the reasons, he's going to get credit for that. He's the head coach. If there's a head coach in place and they're winning games, they're not going to fire him. Eagle Slayer says, for me, Sirianni let the power get too far into his head, and it's going to be really difficult for him to gain his players' trust again. Interesting. SB Ricky, he says he struggled with something. A young coach and a first-time staff couldn't come back from, but the success is why he's still here. Absolutely. Like, is it fair to say that was the first taste of real adversity they had? Shout out again to you guys. We got 54 people on Twitter, 39 people on YouTube. Is it fair to say that's the first real set of adversity that Nick Sirianni and his team faced since he's been here? I would say, yeah. Real adversity. The real adversity. I would say this is the first bit of it. My man, LC. My man, Mar. With the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, man. You know I love you, bro. You know how I give it up. He says, bro, the most consistent, not up for debate. It's 9:30. Facts. 9:44 to be exact on the East Coast, 8:44 my time. But listen, I gotta feed the people. I gotta feed the people. I have to. This is my magnum opus. This is my commitment to y'all. So my man, Lamar Cotton with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, my brother. You know how I give it up. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You've been supporting me for the longest, my guy. Every time you in here, you throw me some cash. I love you, bro. That's big facts. And that's not up for debate. You heard? So let's continue going through the transcript. The question is, I'm sure you looked closely at why you guys weren't able to pull out of the spin in the season. What did you find? Very good question. I'll say the question again. I'm sure you looked closely at why you guys weren't able to pull out of the spin in the season. What did you find? He's referring to the collapse. Jeffrey Luries says, I think there's a lot of reasons. Okay, what are they? So in any losing streak, it's multifactorial. Okay. You've got to go into the weeds of each one. Say something, Jeffrey, and that's sports. You're going to have a momentum shift, and you'll have instances where you're just winning a lot of close games. Even try to analyze when we were 10-1. There were games I wasn't sure why we won the game. So you go into both. We were playing extremely well in that 10-1 streak. No, you weren't. You were on thin ice. But I think he acknowledged that, though. He acknowledged that. You were winning what? You were winning, but you weren't playing. You were not playing extremely well. That's an overreach. He says we were playing extremely well in that 10-1 streak, but there were moments where we weren't putting teams away. There were more than moments. It was every game. It was every game. Are we going to sit here and pretend like that 10-1 record wasn't like? Come on now. Come on, man. We were playing extremely well. I'm not buying that. That's a flat out lie. But I understand his position. You don't want to totally shit on your staff. You don't want to totally shit on your coaches and your players. I get it. And I'm sorry for some of you guys having a bit of a connection situation. Wi-Fi is a little shaky right now, but please stay locked in. I'm grateful for you guys. We got 105 people in the live stream total, 63 on Twitter, 42 on YouTube. That's pretty awesome, man, especially on the late night stream. But he says they were playing extremely well. Come on. I'm not buying that. He says you could be critical of what was almost perfection. And that's my mentality. I will take while we're doing well or not well. I hope an objective look at it and seek improvement at all times, even when we're 10-1. So you start out by acknowledging that you were winning a lot of close games, and you even questioned, how are we winning these games? But then you proceed to say you were playing extremely well. You double talking. Mr. Lurie, you're double talking. Either you were concerned or you weren't. Let's go to the next question. And this is, I think, where the people is really curious about, right? The question is, how much of Jalen Hurts' regression was on him or on outside variables? How much of Jalen Hurts' regression was on him or on outside variables? Very fascinating question. But I think we know how this one goes. He says, and I quote, Jalen Hurts, outstanding quarterback, outstanding young person. Okay, Jalen Hurts. Let's say take an objective appreciation of this young man. The year before, co-MVP candidate. I think he ended up number 2 in the National Football League. You could argue that with one more chance with the ball at the end of the Super Bowl, he was the Super Bowl MVP. Then we go into this year, and we're 10-1. And I think I remember reading about the odds of being MVP this year. I think Jalen was leading the way or one of the top two. That's true. It was the Buffalo game. That's Jalen's last 2 seasons. 25 years old, leading this team. He and all of us wish the final 5 or 6 games were a lot better. It's a team sport. I agree with that. And there's so many factors that go into it. I agree with that. I agree. But 19 turnovers, 9 fumbles and 4 fumbles lost, 15 interceptions. Got to do better with that, Jalen. And y'all know how I'm giving it up here. He also says, was the protection good? Wow. Okay. Let's read this whole quote real quick before I go any further. He says that's Jalen's last 2 seasons. 25 years old, leading this team. He and all of us wish the final 5 or 6 games were a lot better. It's a team sport. And there's so many factors that go into it. Was the protection good enough? You can go on and on. But we've got a major star, 25-year-old mature young man who has every skill set that you want. And he's a superb person, excellent leader, and he's authentic. And I really respect that. As the owner of the team, this is exactly what you want. So I do agree that I do believe Jalen Hurts is a superb human being. I think he's very authentic. And I do think Jalen Hurts is a really good leader. I really do. Can he evolve in his role as the franchise quarterback? Absolutely. But that comes with maturity. That comes with experience. That comes with more games under your belt. That comes with going through adversity. We can't fast track his development, not only as a quarterback, but also as a leader. But right now, he has a great foundation as a leader, being only 25 years old. Got to give credit where credit is due. I do like Jalen Hurts' skill set. I do. Could we nitpick it? Absolutely. We can nitpick Jalen Hurts' game easily. But I do like his skill set. And I do think Jalen Hurts is the future of this team. Until further notice, of course. Here's another question. Let's go to something more interesting. There we go. All right, now we got some hot gas. What's going on, people? So, once again, shout out to my man LC Lamar Cotton with your $1.99 super chat. Thank you. Flexing and stepping, my man. Welcome to the show. He says if Nick starts off bad this upcoming season, he's going early in the. Oh yeah, for sure. I personally believe if Nick starts off 4-4, I think Kellen Moore takes over as the head coach. But here's the fascinating part about it. Kellen Moore's calling the offensive plays. Vic Fangio's calling the defensive plays. So if things aren't going well, do you look at Nick Sirianni? You see, they've insulated Nick Sirianni. They've insulated him. They've made it harder to actually figure out what to criticize him for. Is that by design? It has to be. If Kellen Moore is calling the plays and Vic Fangio is calling the defensive plays, what can we criticize Nick Sirianni for? That's the conundrum. Lorenzo Carson says, I mean, lightly touching on it, not saying who to blame and why it wasn't corrected. Okay, I got you now. Well, I hear you, but do you honestly think, and be honest with yourself, do you honestly think he's going to say someone's name who's to blame? Do you really think he's going to point the finger? From a business perspective, it's counterproductive. But I do understand the frustration, though, Lorenzo. Trust me. I do understand the frustration. If you guys are just hopping in, I really appreciate the love and the support. You guys are locked in on Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. We are currently going through Jeffrey Luries' Philadelphia Eagles transcript. He had a press conference today in Florida at the annual league meetings, and he addressed the Philadelphia Eagles collapse. He addresses Jalen Hurts' regression. He addresses Nick Sirianni being on the hot seat, why things went wrong. He also addresses the Hassan Reddick trade rumors. And I can't wait to get to that. So stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned. It gets better. Make sure you guys smash that like button. It really helps the content grow. We got 47 people locked in on the YouTube side. Please make sure you guys hit that like button. It really helps the content grow, helps new people find it as well. And also, we got 74 people on the Twitter side. All my Twitter people, please do me a favor. Hit that heart button on Twitter. If you can also, if you can retweet the show, that helps new people find the content, and it helps the community grow. The more people we have in here, oh man, we're going to be cooking with gas. So all my Twitter people, please hit the like button. Make sure you guys retweet. Make sure you guys also are subscribed to the channel as well and follow me on Twitter. All my YouTube people, same thing. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure also you are engaged with that notification bell. Really helps you guys stay in tune when the content goes live. And I do understand this is a different hour. This is a different time of night for you guys. And I don't take it for granted for you guys being here. So stick with me. Super grateful. Troll King, what's going on, my man? Shane Hilton says Nick was like 31-7. That's hard to do no matter how you dress it up. You can't fire a head coach because he had a rough stretch. Bad organizations are run like that. That's something Colts or Panthers would do. Shane, that's a very, 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 very good point when you put it that way. And look, I'm always open to a perspective. That's a good point. That's a good point. You don't get anywhere in this league making hasty decisions. You don't. Shane, that's a beautifully well put point. You do not get anywhere in this league making hasty, knee-jerk decisions. The closest we've seen to that was the demotion of Sean Desai. That's out of why would that was completely out of character. That was completely out of character, and that was the wrong decision, especially in hindsight. So Shane, you bring up a great point, and I'll read it again because it was that good. Shane Hilton says Nick was like 31-7. That's hard to do no matter how you dress it up. You can't fire a head coach because he had a rough stretch. Bad organizations are run like that. That's something the Colts or the Panthers would do. I cannot disagree with that logic. I cannot disagree with that logic. Eagle Slayer, it's the NFL. You can't overlook any opponent. I don't care if it's the 08 Lions. Facts. You'll get punched on in this league if you overlook somebody. Anton Baroda, he says, did you notice that Nick spent a lot of his press conference trying to explain what he does? Man, I don't even want to put that man on Front Street like that. It's already embarrassing at times. We really don't know what he does. We don't know. We really don't know. I mean, look, when the game starts, he's going to be calling the timeouts. He's going to be in charge of the clock. He's going to be in charge of in-game decisions. He's going to be in charge of, challenging. He's going to be in charge of, whether they go for it or not. Like, he's going to make all those pivotal decisions, and they matter. They do matter in the game. He's going to be in charge of the chess match. He may not be in charge of the offense directly. He may not be in charge of the defense, but I think he will be in control of the chess match side of it, which falls under the again, use of the timeouts, use of the clock, when to go for it on the fourth down, and at the goal line, and so on and so forth. Like, I think that's what he's going to really be doing. But Anton, it is pretty funny, to your point. S. Blunt says, I thought Lurie's responses were thorough and detailed. Whether you like the decision or not, I'm good with keeping Nick. Every time something goes bad, you can't clean house. That's a fact. That's true, too. Every time you go through a rough stretch, you can't just hit the eject button on everybody. So I get it. I do understand that mindset. Listen, S. Blunt and Shane Hilton are giving very mature responses. And also let me make this clear, right? This is a press conference, meaning that he's speaking to not only the dozens of reporters in front of him, he's speaking to the world. There's no way he would go out there and just shit on Nick Sirianni, shit on Jalen Hurts' regression. There's no way he's going to do that. There's no way he's going to jump out the window like a kamikaze. He's going to give you the politically correct answers while trying to be as thorough, like Blunt said, and as honest as possible. Remember, this is a business, you guys, and business owners are never as forthcoming as they appear to be. So you got to take it for what it is. What you got to look for in these is direction, pattern, thought process. The words you see when you listen to when you read things like this, when you listen to things like this, you got to pay attention to what they don't say. You got to pay attention to what they're not saying. Also, in this league, pay attention to what they do. Watch the hands. Watch the hands. Don't watch the eyes. Pay attention to the hands. The NFL is nothing but sleight of hand. Okay? These teams tell you exactly who they are based off of what they do, not off what they say. So Blunt, I think that was a very mature response. And for sure, I'm gonna definitely keep this energy flowing, Blunt. Anton Baroda says Lurie made it clear he hires coaches for their leadership intangibles rather than play calling ability. I mean, he's been consistent. He's been very consistent. Lorenzo Carson says all he had to say is we will handle that in-house. He's just trying not to put Howie and Nick on the hot seat. Yeah, but when Lorenzo, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Anton Baroda says, I hate that the reporter asked him about Hurts regressing. They got to ask. They got to ask. Jalen Hurts did not have the year that we thought he would have. You got to ask him. We got to ask him about it. Fitness Warrior says, you are expecting a 25-year-old to be an amazing leader of 52 men in his third season without any ups and downs? Right. Great point, Fitness Warrior. It's a learning curve. You see, we were spoiled by Jalen Hurts' energy and his vibe and the way he carries himself. We're spoiled by Jalen Hurts' mystique. He carries himself very well, but he's still a 25-year-old man. Still has a lot to learn about life, about people, about leadership, about leading men, grown men, some men that are 10 years, 8 years, 5 years his senior. So being a 25 leader, the way he has led, you got to give credit where credit is due. He came into the league with a very strong leadership foundation. Not many come into the league with his intangibles. My man Anton Baroda with the $7.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. He says Nick's role is simple. It's like a business team setup. Nick is the manager, and Moore and Fangio are the team leaders. Nick makes the big decisions. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. And I see what you're doing. You're drawing a parallel between organizational setups in corporate America versus organizational setups in NFL teams. So I definitely see the correlation, Anton. Let's get back to and thanks again for the $7.99 super chat. Let's get back to the press conference though. I definitely want to address a lot of your comments, but let's get back to the press conference here. The transcript, that is. Unfortunately, I can't play the video. I do not want to get kicked off of YouTube. And Fitness Warrior, I did not appreciate him shooting that dog like that. I did not appreciate him throwing a straight shot at Doug Peterson. That was corny. He didn't have to say his name. He did not have to say his name. What's up, Nick? Yes, sir. Working a night shift, baby. You know how we get down here. Thanks again, Anton, for the $7.99 super chat, my friend. Thank you. Really means a lot. So let's continue. And this is where it gets interesting. The question is, Jeffrey, you are speaking highly of Nick, but the perception on the outside is that he's on the hot seat going into next season. I'll say that again. Jeffrey, you are speaking highly of Nick, but the perception on the outside is that he's on the hot seat going into next season. Maybe he's on the short leash. Could you speak to his job security heading into next season? Very, very, very straightforward question. Before we continue, please do me a favor, you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're new to the show. We are currently going through Jeffrey Luries' transcripts of his press conference, his first press conference since the Philadelphia Eagles collapsed in the 2023 season. So he responds, absolutely. Every coach is in a high pressure situation. Okay, very, very politically correct. He's not wrong, but very political. Absolutely. Every coach is in a high pressure situation. Nick has had a pretty spectacular first 3 seasons, and he's shown all the ingredients to have outstanding success. So I'm just looking forward. And there's no coach that's not feeling pressure to perform. That's the way it is in the National Football League. But wow, I mean, I think Nick has got all the ingredients, as I've said, and I'm just really excited about this coming season. And our roster development, I think, is, Howie, you didn't ask about it, but extremely analytic. Self-critical, and has an ability to see where we can be much better, and has the ability also to have a strategy of how to get there. I mean, you can say, okay, we need this. We need this. That's not how Howie operates. It's much more multiple. It is, and it's understanding evaluation of where different positions are in the league, where the league is headed in certain ways so you can be a little different. Where can you have advantages? Both on salary cap, on contract structure, on planning ahead, resources, draft allocations. I mean, it's extremely. And he has a great staff. People don't talk about that enough, but he's got an outstanding support staff in all aspects, and we do a lot. We pay a lot of attention to the ability to construct contracts. That gives us opportunities to have distinct advantages in the league, and we'll stick to that approach. So, okay, so you completely just jumped ship on that question. They didn't ask you about Howie Roseman's roster building ability. They asked you about Nick Sirianni's status. Is he on the hot seat or not? Did you guys peep that? Tell me I'm not the only one that just peeped that. Tell me I'm not the only one that just peeped that. Y'all saw how he spent that, right? And look, I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm just trying to address it how I feel about it. Y'all peeped how he spent that? Every coach is in a higher pressure situation. He's shown all the ingredients to have outstanding success. There's no coach that's not feeling pressure to perform. That's the way it is in the National Football League. He's not wrong, but he's not answering the question. That tells me Nick Sirianni is in the hot seat. That tells me they are watching him like a hawk. Just to be so avoidant, because listen, if Nick wasn't on the hot seat, he wouldn't have no problem. See, he's been endorsing Nick this whole time. But when it came to addressing the narrative on the outside looking in that he's on the hot seat, what does he do? Well, every coach is in a higher pressure situation. Well, damn, Jeffrey, thank you for the update. He's shown all the ingredients to have outstanding success. So I'm just looking forward. So is he on the hot seat or not? Is he good to go or not? Not really a vote of confidence to me. Just acknowledging the obvious. All right, let's go to the next question. Now, this is where I think a lot of us are interested in the Hassan Reddick situation. This is where it gets really, really interesting. We got 129 people in the live stream. I'm so grateful to you guys for locking in on a late night edition of this show. I normally try to kick it with you guys in the afternoon. Trust me, I try my best. Some changes in my scheduling. So I told you guys, regardless of time, regardless of day, I'm putting the content out. And I know you guys are going to feel me. So thank you guys for being here. The fact that we got 82 people on Twitter, 45 people on YouTube watching the show, that means a lot to me. And I remember there was a time where I struggled to keep 10 people in here or 15. I remember the days where I was excited to see 20 people in my live. That was fly to me. And I want to just keep the gas on. I want to keep my foot on the gas and let you guys know, regardless of what's going on, the content is going to be here. Whenever you watch it, whether you watch it now, whether you watch it later, whether you come in for about 15, 20 minutes and then you go take a snack break, or maybe you just say, you know what, Tone, I got to go to bed, man. I got to get up. Whether or not it's going to be here so you can finish it. Maybe you watch it on your way to work in the morning. Maybe you watch it on your lunch break tomorrow. Maybe you watch it while you're on your day off. But the content will always be here. And make sure you guys are on the right side of history. I'll tell you that right now. Once again, 85 people on the Twitter side, 43 people on the YouTube side. That adds up to 128. We cooking, y'all. Let's keep this shit going. Question. And this is Jeffrey Luries at his press conference, addressing the media for the first time since the Philadelphia Eagles collapse. Question. What are your thoughts right now on Hasan's situation? Jeffrey Luries says, I really wouldn't want to talk about any player, no matter who, under contract to our team or another team, and I'll let that play itself out. We don't have any games for 5 more months? That will play itself out. He's, by the way, a terrific player, great person, great background in Philadelphia, and I just see it will play itself out in a very good way. Okay, this is where things just completely get thrown on its head, right? Because now I don't know if Hassan Reddick is getting traded or not. When you come out and say straight up, hey, he's a terrific player, great person, great background in the city, and I just see it will play itself out in a very good way. Very good for who? Very good for his pockets. Very good for the roster, for the team. Very good in terms of what you can get back for him. Wealthy mind. You read my mind. What do we make of that? What do we make of his comments about Hassan Reddick? I'm confused now. What do you mean it will play itself out in a very good way? That could mean a plethora of things. Like I said, and I'll repeat, will it play out well for Hassan's pockets? Will it play out well in terms of what you can get back via trade for the player? Will it play out well? In what context? Are you going to pay him? Or are you going to trade him? There's only one or two options that can happen here. And both of them can't be a very good way. So now I'm confused. Do we think Hassan Reddick will be traded at this point? I don't know anymore. But if you gave me some truth serum, if you had a gun to my head and said, boy, is Hassan Reddick getting traded or not? I don't care if it happened or not. Is he getting traded or not? Make your move. I'm gonna say, yeah, he getting traded. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm still on the side of yeah, if you had a gun in my head, but since you don't, I'm very unsure. I'm unsure when he says things like that. Coach H, my man, he says, Haason has said numerous times that he loves playing for our team and doesn't want to leave. I'm with you on that. He said that many times, and I believe Haason. See, I know for a fact, we all know for a fact, Hassan Reddick don't want to leave. We know that. That ain't no secret. We know he don't want to leave. But I need to know, what does Jeffrey Luries mean when he says it will play itself out? It will play itself out in a very good way. It's very vague. Very vague. If you guys are just hopping in, please make sure you guys smash that like button. It really helps the content grow. I am super grateful for you guys locking in on the late night edition. I know it's 10:14 on the East Coast, 9:14 in the Central Time Zone, like myself, 8:14 in the mountains, and 7:14 on the West Coast. And I know it's a whole nother time in Hawaii. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around and locking in on the content. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Coach H, interesting. Interesting, Coach. You got me thinking. Coach H says, I think it's a smokescreen. He will stay in Philly. They're going to take care of him. Bro, Coach, there's nothing more that I would want. I hope my position has been clear, by the way. I want Hassan Reddick in Philadelphia. I want Hassan Reddick playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just that simple. That's my position. Clear cut. I want Hassan Reddick in the city. But I still think he may still get moved. I don't know. I don't know what it means, Coach. Look, I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm just trying to balance the highs and the lows. I'm trying to balance the highs and the lows. I want Reddick here, though. Pretty me. Welcome to the show, sweetheart. She says, I agree, Coach. I think it's a diversion. You just might be right. Listen, y'all might be right, man. Like, when he says it's going to play itself out in a very good way, shoot, man. He better be here. Rock the artist. Yeah, we're on the same page. Corey Allen came right out with it. Lurie is all cap. Mr. 610, thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you so much, man, for locking in. Corey went straight for the jugular. Man, that's cap. He said, that's cap. Oh, man, y'all crazy. Fitness warrior, you a wild boy. You're a wild boy, fitness warrior. My man Coach says you're 100% right, and you need to balance the highs and the lows because it's the NFL and money talks. Facts, Coach. Hey, he just nailed it. Money talks. It's the NFL, baby. Money talks. I'm never mad at a player getting when he owed. That's why I'm looking at myself like, are the Eagles going to really pay him anything, really? Because if there's a team that's willing to pay him, I'm not mad at him going out there and going to get the money. Chene, I think in essence, I think they do have a limit. I think they do have a limit on how much they're willing to pay. But here's the thing about it, though. They're so funny with the cap these days. Is it entirely possible that they can find a way to keep that man? But I guess when I think about Devontae's contract coming up, I'm like, does it make sense? Can they make it work? I don't know. Jeffrey Luries better take the zipper off the wallet. All right, let's go further into the press conference. Let's get deeper. So he addresses Saquon Barkley being added to the fold. The question was, as a follow-up to roster building, what perspective did you have on the Saquon Barkley signing, especially in the context of how you've spoken about the running game in these sessions in the past? And then they followed up saying, you've spoken about the running back position and the run game. Have you seen a shift there? Jeffrey Luries says, right. So I think we're always looking for really inefficiencies. Oh, I see how you said it. Right. So I think we're always looking for really inefficiencies in the marketplace. If we think the league is overvaluing a position or undervaluing a position, we will try our best, not always capable of taking advantage of those inefficiencies. That's important to us as you're trying to maximize the salary cap and how you allocate resources within a defined space. Okay. But I think with Saquon, one of the things we always talk about, whether it was LaShawn McCoy, Brian Westbrook, is the value of a running back. Is it's not even the word of the title running back. You have to be a great passing attack running back as well. For us, it's got to be multifunctional. And he exhibited a very special skill set both in the running and in the passing game that we think certainly can be maximized by being on a team with better skill position quarterbacks, with better skill positions, quarterback, offensive line. So it was a strategy. So it was a strategy to go. He just took a shit on the Giants just now. Y'all peep that right here. Read that to yourselves. He just took a shit on the Giants. He just crapped on the Giants just now. He's talking about Saquon Barkley. He says, and he exhibited a very special skill set, both in the running and the passing game, that we think certainly can be maximized by being on a team with better skill positions, quarterback, offensive line. So it was a strategy to go. He just smoked them. He just smoked them. And I agree, by the way. He smoked them. I can't even be mad at it. He said, listen, we got Saquon. Let's just call it what it is. We got an offensive line. They don't. We got the quarterback. They don't. We got the receivers. They don't. So what's the damage? Y'all don't get it? Y'all put him in this offense. It's big time. So I like that, man. Yo, I can't wait for those games. He gonna smoke them. He gonna smoke them. He gonna smoke them. Solomon Laura said the Giants punching the air right now. Corey, why are you being a party pooper, man? God darn it, Corey. Damn. Go lift some weights, Corey. Damn, Corey. You had to just bring us down to earth. We know we better than them in real life. They caught us lacking. Corey. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame. Yo, Solomon said, yo, Corey, I forgot about that. What's going on, bro? Yo, Corey said, look, I'm here for the balance, Tone. Okay, all right, fair enough. I did say that. Rock the Artist said Saquon, the new giant killer. I smell a sweep against them. We owe them. Yeah, we do owe them. We definitely owe their ass. All right, let's move forward. So he says, I know people think, well, we don't spend on the running back position. That's never really been the case. Okay, make it make sense. He says, we would do it very carefully. Okay, so LaShawn McCoy, Brian Westbrook, those are instances of players that are really multi-purpose running backs that improve the passing attack, improve the running attack. Interesting. You see, perspective. Okay, I want your thoughts on this one. I know, Solomon. I know, Solomon. I know, man. I know a lot of y'all on the East Coast, and y'all, I know I'm killing y'all right now. I get it. I'm killing y'all right now. I know. My schedule changed, so I'm gonna put the content out as early as I can. There's gonna be times where we're live at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So I totally understand the change, the shift. I totally get that it may be a little inconvenient for some of you guys, but just know the content is here and you can always double back. You can always double back, man. Just make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Make sure you hit it on the way out. We got 89 people on the Twitter side locked in. Woo, y'all cooking with gas. We got 89 people locked in on the Twitter, 90 people locked in on the Twitter, locked in on the Twitter side, 61 people locked in on the YouTube side. Please make sure you guys hit that like button. It really means a lot to me, man. Really makes a lot to me. But yeah, I want to know. I really want to know what y'all thoughts is on that statement I highlighted. He says again, I know people think, well, we don't spend on the running back position. That's never really been the case. We would do it very carefully. So LaShawn McCoy, Brian Westbrook, those are instances of players that are really multi-purpose running backs that improve the passing attack, improve the running attack. I get it. LaShawn McCoy was generational. Brian Westbrook was Christian McCaffrey before Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey just took what Brian Westbrook did and just put that shit on nitro. Yo, Christian McCaffrey is Brian Westbrook on nitro. You feel me? Am I tripping? Yo, am I right or am I wrong? Somebody tell me. Christian McCaffrey is Brian Westbrook on nitro. Marshall, my bad, Corey. My bad, y'all. I'm not trying to forget him, but I'm talking from I'm talking from an Eagles perspective. I'm talking from an Eagles perspective. I'm not trying to forget one of the OGs. Marshall was the first. But I'm talking about our guys right now. I'm not even trying to. Come on. I'm just thinking about our guy. B West. I'm just talking about our guy. I know Marshall the OG of this shit. I know Marshall Faulk is the original. Marshall Faulk is the what do you call? He's the archetype. He's the mold. So for my man Cody, oh, Cody with the $20 super chat, man. Cody, you are something else. You are something else. See, my OG's checking me right now. That's Blunt. That's my OG. He checking me right now. He said, Roger Craig, hey. Corey said, balance, Tone, balance. I respect it. He said, balance. I dig it. So, hey, Kyle Kokorski. Hey, I don't know how old you are, Kyle, but Thurman Thomas. Hey, Kyle, real quick, can you just tell me how old you are real quick? If it's okay with you, if it's not that big a deal. Kyle, can you tell me how old you are? If you could do me a favor, Kyle, if you could just tell me how old you are. 28. Okay, you a historian. I like that, Kyle. I like that. You're a historian. I respect that. You're a historian. I respect that. Thank you for supporting the channel, Kyle, man. I really appreciate you being here every single time. You always show love. Thank you. But Cody, $20? He says, I'm sorry about my company messing up my day. I was ready for the late showing, and owners decided to fuck things up. Long story long. Love the content. Keep it going. We're going to keep grinding this, big man. Facts. I appreciate you, Cody. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, man. We're going to keep that on the screen for a little while, man. That's fire. We're going to keep that on the screen for a minute. You cooking with that one, man. You cooking with that one. You cooking with that. We got 148 people in the live stream, 97 on Twitter, 51 on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys retweet. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. All my Twitter people, please make sure y'all subscribe. But then again, I know you guys like the Twitter side too. I can't get mad at that, man. But every view, all of it matters. Cody, man, $20, bro. Yeah, we're gonna keep that up there for a little while. I'm sorry, y'all. Cody, he earned that one. He earned that one. He making me keep me alive. Fitness Warrior says, Tone, did you see Saquon trying to bring Jason Kelce back? No, for real? He trying, right? He trying, but Kelce's done. I think Kelce's done. I think he's done. Yo, what if Kelce all of a sudden say, listen, look, what if Kelce come back? I don't know. What if he stay in August? Look, I want to play. Put me in, coach. We all gonna be like, hey. Yo, that's fly. Yo, I forgot Saquon had a podcast. Completely forgot about that. Oh, wait. Kelce said that on his own podcast. Kelce said Saquon was trying to bring him back. Is that what you're saying, Fitness Warrior? I want to make sure. Oh, he was on his podcast. What? No way. I gotta watch that. For real? Corey funny as hell. Look, man, he donated $20, man. That's gonna hang there for a while. That's gonna hang there. Cody, thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate you for showing love, my guy. Always showing love, man. Always showing love, man. I cannot take that for granted, bro. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You just brought me lunch. All right. So let's continue with the transcript here. Let's see something interesting. That's a corny question. All right, here we go. They asked him about Kellen Moore. So again, if you're just joining the live stream, we're recapping the press conference by Jeffrey Lurie at the annual NFL owners meetings. This is the transcript. Unfortunately, we can't pull up the video because I don't want to get pulled off YouTube. Toyota, NBC, the Eagles, YouTube, whoever you want to blame. I don't want to play the video on here because likely we'll get pulled off. And that's the last thing I want. Question. You mentioned so much about innovation when it comes to offense. And when it comes to Kellen Moore, what gives you the confidence to be able to elevate and innovate and use these pieces you get or you guys have to take you to the next level? You mentioned so much about innovation when it comes to offense. Again, and when it comes to Kellen Moore, what gives you the confidence to be able to elevate and innovate and use these pieces you guys have to take you to the next level you want to be? Jeffrey Luries says, well, first of all, I'm encouraged by Nick's support of Kellen because Nick really brought Kellen into the picture of who we should hire. It was his first choice, and he had the fortune of getting to know Kellen quite a bit in the head coach interviewing process. We all did and spent 5, 6, 7 hours with Kellen. We were able to fully evaluate where we thought he was at that point. And I think I rely on Nick's judgment on this. And on the other hand, I think internally he's one of the most dynamic offensive coordinators in football. We had to play against him every single year, and he's worked with outstanding young quarterbacks. And he's always had a very sort of difficult to defend multiple attack. And Nick, who was his biggest supporter in this, basically went through how he thinks Kellen will transform our offense into something that's more unpredictable and more dynamic in a great way. He's really pushing that. Shout out to my man Cody with another super chat, my man. He says, I've been trying to curb my bad habits by shaking up spending. I run a liquor store to a good cause. I'll stop drinking if it means Tone succeed. Wow, Cody. First and foremost, health is wealth, my man. I want you to be healthy first and foremost. Be healthy. Nothing wrong with taking a sip here and there. But since you work at a liquor store, or you run one, since you run a liquor store, balance, right? It's all about balance. But again, Cody, I'm grateful that you're donating to the channel. I'm so grateful that you're investing in me. I don't take that for granted. With the $5 super chat and previously the $20 super chat. So, Cody, you're awesome, my friend. You're awesome. You're tremendous. You're tremendous. So, what do we think of that? Corey says, Cat. SB Ricky, take care, my man. Thank you so much. Corey says, Cowboy Tone, that's Cappity Cap. Niggas a puppet. You know they told him Kellen's the guy. Yo, oh my God. Yo, Corey. Yo, I want y'all to know y'all really be having me cracking the hell up over here. Corey straight up said, Cowboy Tone, that's Cappy Cap. Niggas a puppet. You know they told him Kellen's the guy. Yo, Corey just said, bah, 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 bah. Cold-blooded killer. Look, man, should I take his word for it? Like, look, I always think it's funny when people go out of their way to try to make me believe something. Like, it seems like he's trying to force feed the fact that this was Nick's decision when we all know it wasn't. We all saw that offense last year. They looked at Nick Sirianni and said, hey, Brian Johnson, you out. Nick Sirianni, bring Kellen Moore in here. ASAP. Shane Hilton, I think you said this earlier. I think I missed it though. He says, Tone, you think the AJ Devontae Smith decision comes down to Hurts? I've heard Lurie is real fond of number 6. They're both Celtics fans. If I'm Hurts, AJ is my guy, but me and Smitty started this from a 4-win team to be honest. Shane, that's a hell of an angle you took. Here's the thing. I think we all can agree that we don't want neither AJ Brown nor Devontae Smith to go anywhere. I think we all can agree to that. But there's going to be a point where this thing comes to an end. There's going to be a point. Unless they continue to go cheap on defense. But there's going to be a point where this marriage may come to an end. But the reality is Devontae Smith deserves to get his money. Chene says, after that new hip drop tackle ban, I'm taking the 6'1", 225 dude. Chene, that's a hell of a perspective too. But you drafted Devontae. You drafted him. And he's done nothing but deliver. He's done nothing but deliver for you. I love Devontae Smith. I rock with AJ Brown. Y'all know me, man. I'm always thinking about what's feasible, what's not. Is it possible to pay 2 wide receivers on your team north of $23 million a season? Is it possible? You know what? Here's the thing. Hear me out on this, right? Because the NFL is getting more soft and because the NFL is making it harder and harder for defenses, do you guys believe, hear me out on this, hear me out. We may be going somewhere with this. Follow me here. Do you guys believe that because the NFL is making it significantly, tremendously harder for defenses to do their job. Thanks, Fitness Warrior. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't you guys think because the NFL is making it so hard for defenses to do their job effectively, do you think it's possible that NFL teams are going to start investing more money on the offense and less money on the defense? Is that a realistic theory? Because the NFL is regularly, hey, I got you, Fitness Warrior. Thank you. I'm gonna look at it. I got you. I appreciate you, bro. But is that a reasonable assertion? The NFL is telling you every single year, defense, we don't care about you. Defense, we don't care if you make the play. We don't care if you make the play on defense. All we care about is offense and the scoreboard and highlights and explosive plays. So, in theory, if the NFL is making it hard for defenses to do their job, is it logical for teams to say, you know what? I'm not going to put as much money on the defense. You want to know why? Because they're not even allowing them to tackle anyway. So do I invest more in the offense? I think that's something we think about. But overall, you guys, I think we all get the idea with this press conference, right? We ain't gotta badger it. We ain't gotta badger it. But LJ, what do you think? Stain Hilton brings up a very good conversation, but this is my semi pushback. And matter of fact, not even a pushback, more of a pivot. Shane, thank you so much. Shane also says, you don't pay a player for what he's done. You pay him for what he's going to do. And I believe if Smith's the unquestioned guy on offense, he could be a top 5 receiver in the NFL. He'll never max out with 11. I see what you're saying. He may never max out playing next to AJ Brown. That's a very reasonable assertion. But again, right? Follow me here. If the pass attempts go up, and here's the thing, right? We need Devontae Smith to maximize when he gets the ball, right? And we need AJ Brown to maximize when they get the ball. So over the past 2 seasons, we've never had an issue spreading the ball between the two. Obviously, AJ Brown became a focal point this year. Obviously, AJ Brown got primarily most of the targets. We know that, right? But Devontae Smith has still shown an ability to be lethal. So that's something that we have to take into consideration, right? You know, I totally understand. A lot of you guys are saying, Smitty, man, he could be a 1,500-yard receiver easily every year, or at least 1,400, 1,300. I know you guys are saying that, right? And I don't disagree. But it's better to have him, right? It's better to have him on your roster, right? It only makes sense if defenses can't or aren't allowed to do their jobs anymore. Does it make sense for teams to say, you know what? I'm not paying money on defense. They can't do their job. I'm putting my money on the offense. Thank you, Shane. You're raising some pretty good questions. Cody with the $10 super chat. Cody is cooking with gas tonight. Cody's donated a grand total of $35 tonight, you guys. Cody, thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate it. A grand total of $35 tonight. Shout out to my man Cody. All right. LJ. Hold on, wait. LJ donated too. Oh, okay, LJ. All right. Cody says, football now. Haason will be on the team if not traded before the draft. Howie isn't interested in 25 picks. Also, Saquon signing for the price is a lineman security signing, not an overpay on running back. Interesting. So are you saying Saquon adds to the pass pro. Yo, Solomon. Hey, Solomon. Yo. Solomon. All right. Hey. Yo. Cody moving like he on wine and spirits. Yo, listen. All my people on the East Coast. Cody moving like he got stock in wine and spirits. Are we serious right now? Cody moving like he got stock in the wine and spirits. Yo. Cody cooking. Cody is cooking. It's up. Cody. It's love, baby boy. It's love. Cody going crazy right now. Yo. Hey, listen. Cody moving like this is stock. You feel me? Cody. But yo, man, I appreciate your words, Cody, man. I appreciate the words. I appreciate the investment. Listen, I can't stop. Facts. All right, so Cody, man, I appreciate you. LJ gave us a $2 super chat here. He says, reports saying JJ getting 150 million. You talking about Justin Jefferson? You talking about Justin Jefferson? How many years? LJ, thank you for the $2 super chat. How many years? How many years, LJ? I need to know the years. Kyle Kokorski. Great point by you. Great point. LJ with the $2 super chat. Thank you again, man. But how many years on that contract? 150 million? Damn. Cody, whoa, Cody. All right, listen, Cody. You moving like the mafia now. And I'm a little nervous if I owe you my life. You moving like the mafia now. Do I need to show up to your daughter's wedding with a gift? Do I need to whack somebody? It's all jokes, YouTube. It's all jokes. But Cody moving like the mafia. Do I owe you a head in the box? Do I owe you somebody's head in the box, Cody? Tell me right now. Do I owe you a Cowboys fan head in a box? Do I owe you a Giants fan's thumb in a box? Do I owe you a Commanders fan's foot in a shoebox? Cody, you cooking with gas, bro. He said Saquon wins without an O-line. They signed Barkley in case Kelsey leaving destroys the interior of the line. Okay, Hurts was terrible against inside blitz. Facts. Saquon can win a game with a Giants roster, which means the Eagles can. Facts. So you're not wrong, Cody. The fact of the matter is Saquon was doing that without an offensive line. Now you give him a good one. Let's just say for the sake of argument, right? The Eagles' offensive line is top 10. Still top 10. I think they're still top 10 without Kelsey. Just my opinion. But without Kelsey, they're definitely top 10. Definitely. And you can debate top 5, right? Without Kelsey, they're top 10, debatable top 5. But with Kelsey, they're a top 5, top 3 offensive line without question. So you put Saquon Barkley behind that, we're going to the moon. LJ, what the hell? LJ sending me, is that Canadian dollars, LJ? Yo. LJ, is that the Canadian dollar? I'm always curious what the CA means. Is that the Canadian dollar? LJ, is that the Canadian dollar? I'm not sure. I've always been curious to that. He said, "Settle down." Yo, he told Cody to settle down. Well, listen, LJ. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Today, and look, it's not a competition. It's not a competition, but for the sake of argument, LJ, you know, for the sake of argument, LJ, you know, you donate. It's not a competition, but you donated $42 total, right? You donated $42. Cody donated 20, 30, 35, 55. Cody donated 55. You donated 42. So again, it's not a competition. Yo, Solomon. Hey, Solomon Lord. My man. Listen, Solomon. Ain't nobody gonna drop 50 though. Ain't nobody gonna drop 50 though. Oh my God. Yo, okay, listen, hold on. Time's out, y'all. I feel like a stripper. Y'all gotta chill. I feel like, yo, they gotta chill. I feel like all right, they gotta chill. I feel like I'm a stripper, yo. They gotta stop. I feel like I work at Magic City. Are they serious right now? I feel like I work at Magic City. It's like, no, stop playing. Yo, that's crazy. I rock with y'all though, man. For big facts, y'all rolling, y'all high rollers, man. Y'all high rollers. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. You know, watching content, being on YouTube, donating to people channels. The most I ever donated at a time was maybe what, like, I think $15 or $10. That's the most I ever donated. But y'all listen. The taxes must have came through. Shout out to my man LJ with the $30 super chat. Then Cody responds. They beefing. LJ and Cody beefing tonight. Cody said, "Give me a special call in, and I don't regret this one bit. But also, I beat LJ." Yo, are y'all serious right now? All right, LJ. No, I'm not. I'm not dancing. I'm not dancing. Matt Weeks, you hear him? LJ out of pocket, man. They are crazy. Y'all wild, bro. All right, listen. Y'all crazy. Yo, Cody. These some sickos. Y'all sickos right now. No Diddy. Hey, Corey, no Diddy. These some sickos. No Diddy. I'm cool. LJ with the $30 one. No Diddy. Y'all crazy. Oh my God, y'all the funniest, bro. Oh, hold on. How he gonna say shirt off but give me $2? No, I rock with y'all, bro. I rock with y'all. Facts. Oh man. Yo, y'all got me cracking up, yo. I'm losing it. Yo. I'm so hot. Y'all got me rolling. I'm sweating up a storm in this joint. Y'all got a motherfucker sweating. Y'all got me sweating. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Oh my God. All right, let's do it. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all been killing it with the super chats. This was my biggest day ever from a super chat perspective. Y'all been killing it, man. All right, let's get back to football. So let's get back to football. Hey, pretty Mimi, that was pretty cool, right? That was fly. I'll admit that was fly. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. That was fly. That was LJ Cody. Even my other super chats though. Let's not get it twisted. Shout out to my man Lamar Cotton with the super chat. Shout out to my man Anton Baroda. You know what I'm saying? Everybody super chat matters. Let's make that clear. Everybody super chat matters. My man Lamar Cotton, my brother. Anton Baroda with his super chat. Cody and LJ started cooking with hot gas, started cooking with fish grease. So again, man, I don't take that for granted, not one bit. I'm humble. Truly. I'm humble. I'm humble. I'm humble. I'm humble. Y'all the truth. Y'all really the truth. Y'all been rocking from the beginning, and I appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the truth, man. So, where were we, right? Where were we, right? So, here we go. I look at it like this. You have two options when it comes to Hassan Reddick. Either you're going to pay him or you're going to trade him. It's simple. Either you're going to pay him or you're going to trade him. Right? They don't have but so many options. No, I want Reddick here. That's my guy. I want him here. I want him here. I can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. But when Jeffrey Luries says it's gonna work out in a good way, I have no idea what that even means. I have no idea what that even means. We got 160, we got 157 people in the live chat, 105 on Twitter, 52 on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for always showing love and being courteous to the content. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate it. You know, Corey, that's not going to happen. Corey, that's never going to happen. First of all, I don't even have a rhinestone vest. Freak. You sound crazy. David Mack is back. He said, yo, Solomon, get your man. Solomon, get your man, yo. Solomon, get your man. Get your boy. Solomon going crazy. Solomon going crazy. As a matter of fact, Corey, while we got you here, what's the name of your business again? What's the name of your business again, bro? The gym. What's the name of your gym again, Corey? Yo, Eagle Slayer, they are creative. They creative as hell. Hey, my man. Welcome back again. CFB Fitness and Nutrition. Okay, got it. So like I said to you guys before, make sure you guys go check out my man Corey, CFB Fitness and Nutrition. Go check him out. He's in York, PA if you're in the area. If you're driving through and you need a quick workout, CFB Fitness and Nutrition. Go check him out. Okay? Go check out his business. It's growing fast. They're in the York, PA area. The 174 zip code. Go check out Corey's business, CFB Fitness and Nutrition. Okay? They're doing great work. Let me show you guys the hours of operation. There we go right there. Oh, yeah, they open at 5:45 a.m. Oh, yeah. Those demon hours. Those demon hours, Corey. LJ, shut the fuck up. LJ's an asshole. LJ, a cold-blooded killer, man. LJ is a cold-blooded killer. CFB Fitness and Nutrition in the York, PA area. They do great work. Also, by the way, if I can, let's go to the website, right? The website is legit. The website is legit. They got the About section. You know, they tell you all about the company, when they were founded, what their goals are, what they prioritize, things they can offer you. They got info as far as schedule. You know, you can literally hop in on the schedule. Pricing, they got all of that. They got pricing and everything. They got all that for you, okay? They're constantly updating their offerings to focus on making personalized fitness and nutrition plans tailored just for you. They believe everyone is unique, so they craft their plan based specifically on what you need. Prince Swayze, don't worry, we're going back to football, but we showing some love to my man Corey. You know, this free promo. That's all it is. This is free promo. I don't need nothing for this. This is free promo. Just showing love, okay? So shout out to my man Corey Allen. Y'all want more info? Again, go to the website, cfbarmy.com. That's cfbarmy.com. And also, again, they are located in the York, PA area, 721 North Hartley Street, York, PA, 17404. Corey Allen has his own fitness company. He does a hell of a job with the people, and they do a hell of a job crafting specific needs to your body, to your fitness goals. Go check them out, man. Love is free. The promo is free. That's all it is. All right, let's get back to the football. So, Saquon Barkley, he going for 2,000 yards or what? Saquon Barkley going for 2K? He going for 2K? 1,400 rushing, 600 receiving? Why not? Why not? He got the offensive line. He got the skill position guys next to him. He got a quarterback finally. Finally. LJ says between 1,500 and 1,800 total yards. Oh, that's reasonable, actually. That's actually very reasonable. That's very reasonable. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If Saquon gave you 800 rushing yards and 800 receiving yards, is that a win? Because yards are yards, but whoa. Shane, for real? Hold on. Let's find this on Twitter. Yo, you got to give credit to the Vikings. They said money. Let me see if this is legit. See if I can find this Justin Jefferson contract. Where's Jay Jetto? Where? I'm not seeing it. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Whoa. ML football. Okay, anticipated. Okay. So all right. So he's anticipated to get that. That's the rumor. That's the rumor. But does it make sense to listen, Devontae Smith will get paid, man. Devontae might get $25 million. Devontae. Devontae gonna get paid, yo. At this rate, Devontae getting $25 million. But I also think Infamous, I watch my man Infamous 2K. I watch anime on Crunchyroll. I watch it on Crunchyroll is the best app right now for anime, but I watch it on Netflix, I watch it on Hulu, I watch it on whatever they got, really. I watch anime on everything, really. So Matt, I'm so glad Quest gone. I'm tired of his ass capping every season. You guys are gonna eat your words. Yeah, okay. Go eat the orange slices. Corey Allen says 26, 27 million. Nah, he ain't getting that. He ain't getting that. But listen though, if Saquon put up 800 rushing yards, 800 receiving yards, is that a win? Prince Swayze with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love, bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. But the crazy thing about the crazy thing is I would love to like cook with y'all during the day, but like I said, my schedule changed, so I had to, I had to move things around. But I want you guys to know the content is going to flow every single day as long as I can help it. The content is going to be on at a minimum 5 days a week. At a minimum 5 days a week. Why not? At minimum, we rocking 5 days a week at minimum. And if things change, if something happens in my personal life, I'm gonna let y'all know. So Prince Swayze, thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation, bro. Thank you. Really. Joe Santo, he says, I don't think people understand Saquon on the Eagles going off for passes out of the backfield is going to be crazy. Yo, no, he's going to be, bro. Like, I think people are, I'm going to be honest. I think people are underestimating what that's going to look like. I'm dead serious. I really think people are underestimating what that's going to look like. I firmly believe. I firmly believe that Saquon Barkley is being overlooked right now. Shane Hilton with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate the love and the support. Really appreciate the love and the support, man. We got 169 people on the live stream right now. So dope. So illustrious. 107 on Twitter, 62 on YouTube. My Twitter people, I love y'all so much. Y'all retweet, y'all hit that like button, y'all follow me. I'm so grateful for the love and support on my Twitter side, man. Y'all are fire. Y'all come in waves. Y'all come in droves. I call it the hive mind. The hive mind. You guys assemble like Voltron. Facts. So I'm grateful for you guys. We got 58 people on the YouTube side. Thank y'all so much, thank y'all so much. Y'all donate to the channel. Y'all invest in me. Y'all lock in every day. Y'all active in the comment section. Y'all are fire. Y'all liking, y'all subscribing, y'all sharing. Y'all on fire right now. Y'all on fire. And I'm so grateful for the donations people have had. We got about 10 more minutes left in the show. We got about 10 more minutes. My man Shane Hilton with the $4.99 super chat. He says number 6 isn't taking a penny less than what AJ got. And I don't blame him. But number 11 will want to reset the market. This coming to a head real soon. Hey man, Shane, it's going to get here fast. It's going to get here. Y'all saw how fast the 2023 season ended. It felt like it just started, didn't it? Like the 2023 season flew by so fast. So fast. And I had no idea what hit me when it hit me. So, like Shane said, Devontae going to want his bag, AJ going to want to re-up, and this is all going to come to a head very, very soon. And then eventually, the Jordan Mailata re-up is coming. We don't talk about Jordan Mailata's contract, but you want to know who's grossly underpaid? Y'all want to know who's grossly underpaid? Jordan Mailata. Jordan Mailata is grossly underpaid. I don't think Jordan Mailata is in the top 10 of left tackles, or he might be. I might be over-exaggerating. But I think Jordan Mailata is underpaid. Let's find out real quick. At left tackle, he's got to be underpaid. He's got to be underpaid. Oh, my God. Okay, he just made the top 10. He just made the top 10. Wow. So, Jordan Mailata, Shane, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much. My man, Joey Bones. My man, Joey Bones. Joey Shakes in the building. My man, Joey Bones, he says that clip of Saquon telling Kelsey pretty much to come back. Joey, I wasn't even thinking about that. I think one of my subscribers mentioned it. And I'm like, what? He said that? Like, it blew my, like, when I saw that, Joey, I was like, word, really? Is it possible? Could they pull Kelsey out of retirement? It all remains to be seen. But Joey, man, thank you so much for always showing love to the show, man. Whenever you get a chance, you always come in, pop in. I know you always hit that like button. I know you always been subscribed. I know you always been rocking with me. So I appreciate you, Joey. And like I said, I think Joey is one of the best out here doing it. I love his energy. I love his perspective. It's funny. One of the first guys I actually found on YouTube was Joey, Laura Brunson, Philly Mike, Philly 500. Those were like the guys I first found on here. Just as a fan, as a spectator, looking for Philadelphia Eagles talk. You know what I mean? That was like, so for guys like that to constantly show me love, I don't take that for granted. So thank you, Joey. But I definitely wonder, could Kelsey come back? But here's the thing. Hey, listen, you guys are bringing up good points, right? Death Row South, Corey Allen. You guys get it. You guys are bringing up some facts, right? Jalen doesn't historically throw the ball in the backfield. But with Kellen Moore, I think Kellen Moore is going to find a way to make that happen more. I think Kellen Moore is going to make that happen. I think you're going to see Saquon Barkley being lined up all over the field, all over in the slot, on the boundary. You're going to see him lined up in the pistol. You're going to see him lined up shotgun. You're going to see him lined up. You might even see a direct. No, that's the Wildcat. But you may even see some plays where Jalen snaps the ball, throws it to a wide receiver, and then the wide receiver throws it to Saquon. You may see some stuff like that. But this offense has been missing creativity. I think Kellen Moore can bring that. LJ with the $20 super chat. He says, give Smitty less targets this year to bring down his number for resigning next year. Unpopular opinion, but smart from a cap space point. Here's the thing, right? When you look at Devontae Smith's numbers, in reality, and this may sound crazy, when you look at his numbers, it's really not 26, 27, $28 million numbers. When you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about the receivers that's making that kind of money. Let me show you guys something. So I mentioned how Jordan Mailata is his re-up is coming soon. Jordan Mailata is the 10th ranked left tackle when it comes to salary. When it comes to salary, he's ranked 10th and making $16 million. He is underpaid, right? Underpaid. So listen to this now. Let me show you this. And LJ, thank you again so much for the $20 super chat. You just gave me an idea. You just made me think about something. Watch this. Let me show you wide receivers now. Now look, this is going to make me sound like a hater, but Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf. Let me look at DK Metcalf's stats actually, because I never really paid any attention. So DK, wait. Actually, no, Devontae might be getting $25 million. Devontae definitely getting 24. He definitely getting 24. He definitely getting 24 million at minimum. Devontae's going to have a bigger contract than Debo. He may have a bigger contract than Debo and Stephon. He really may. So when I look at this, and also LJ, thanks again for the $20 super chat, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Really means a lot. So here's the thing, though, right? Back-to-back seasons, Devontae has given you 1,100 yards. 1,100 yards. So no, Cody, you're right. On other teams, he's the number one, but in his current situation, he's the number two. That's a good point, Fitness Warrior. His durability is crazy. Devontae Smith's durability is crazy. He missed his first game in his career last year, and it was the last game of the year. That's the crazy thing about it. He missed his first game of the season. I mean, he missed his first game of his career, and it was the last game of the year. And all he did was tweak something, and it was a precautionary measure. Like, Devontae Smith is durable as hell. Super durable. But overall, man, look, I think Devontae is going to get his money. I'm still on the fence about Hassan Reddick, if I'm being honest. Hold on, wait. LJ, I know we lost the game, but Devontae put up 150 yards his last playoff game. I know we didn't win the game, but Devontae Smith dropped 150 on Tampa by himself. I think it was 150, wasn't it? I think he put up like 150, 140, something like that. But look, I gotta go. I gotta get up. No, I gotta go too, man. I gotta shower. I gotta do all that. So listen, y'all. I gotta do a lot. So look, I really appreciate y'all so much. I do not take the support you guys have been giving me for granted, man. I'm entirely humbled by the love, the generosity, the commitment, the investment, it's you guys are off the charts. You guys are off the charts. Off the fucking charts. You guys are immeasurable, impregnable. Y'all know what Mike Tyson said. I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I really appreciate y'all. So shout out to my man Lamar with the $1.99 super chat. Shout out to my man Anton Baroda with the $7.99 super chat. Man, shout out to Cody. Cody went crazy today with a $20 super chat. Then he came back in with a jab, the $5 super chat. Then he came back in with a hook with the $10 super chat. And then he came in with another one, $20 super chat. And then Cody came in with the $50 super chat. And then Cody came in with a $2 super chat to put the cherry on top, right? And then LJ said, hold on, wait, I can do you one better. But this is what he did, though. LJ lulled them to sleep. LJ said, hey, no, like, it's all good. It's all good. LJ came in with the humble $2 super chat, real calm, real cool, collected. And then all of a sudden, LJ said, bam, $40 super chat. And then LJ said, bam, $30 super chat. And then LJ said, bam, another 30. So he came back with another dub. So shout out to LJ and Cody for donating. If I had to guess, definitely north of $100 between you. If I had to guess, definitely north of $100 between you guys. Has to be north of $100 between you guys. Like it's insane. Like each of you guys respectively had to donate over $100. That is off the wall. And then also shout out to my boys Prince Swayze and Shane Hilton. Shane Hilton holding it down. My man Shane Hilton with the $4.99 super chat. So grateful. No super chat is greater than the other. I want to make that very clear too. No super chat is greater than the other. As grateful as I am, when you guys take the time, when you guys take the energy, when you dig deeper to your own resources and you donate to the channel, I don't care if y'all was going crazy with 99-cent super chats. I wouldn't even care about that. Like, I'm so grateful. All super chats are created equal here. All super chats are created equal. So I'm grateful to you, Shane Hilton, with the $4.99 super chat. And last but not least, shout out to my man Prince Swayze with the $4.99 super chat as well. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, man. So grateful to y'all. Fitness Warrior, you are an asshole. Yo, Fitness Warrior is an asshole. You heard him talking about, don't forget his Canadian dollars. Yo, oh my God, man. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all funny, man. Yo, Solomon, chill, man. Chill. But man, look, I gotta get out of here. I wish y'all well. I'm so grateful to be here. We're going to be live again tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to get on earlier. I'm going to try to get on earlier. But regardless, I'm going live. And we're talking about your Philadelphia Eagles. And we're going to keep this bus rolling. And we're going to keep cooking. We're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep talking our ish. And Niners all damn day. Fuck you. You hear that, Niners all damn day? I love you, but I hate you. I love you, but I hate you. I love you, but I hate you. So let me get out of here, man. Oh, real quick, the Cowboys are trash. The Giants are trash. The Commanders are trash. And guess what? The Niners are trash too. And on that note, I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II. And you guys have locked in on another illustrious edition of Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. And we out of here, you heard?